The mission of the Big Lottery Fund is to bring help to communities and the lives of people most in need. Well, the great thing about partnership is it adds value to the funds that we produce, and it shares the knowledge, the learning, the experience of engaging with communities to make changes that they want to see. But the partnership thing really helps us to deliver more with the money that we put into these projects.
There's 5 core partners involved. London Youth, who are the lead charity partner and network of 400 youth clubs. Us at COSPA, and brought all the original partners on board. Wix, the corporate partner, who donate all the raw materials and mobilise their trade customers to act as mentors for the young people. City and Guilds, who do all the accreditations, and Big Lottery Fund, who thankfully fund the whole piece.
VIY does 3 things. It helps young people gain skills and qualifications and experience to progress into employment. It renovates community youth clubs, and it gives young people a stake in their community and helps them really show that they can be part of the solution to some of their community's problems.
We're just renovating the community centre, giving it fresh paint, you know, more tiles in the kitchen and here.
So what we started off doing is sanding down all the walls and stuff so it's all flat.
It's good fun, you learn skills, you get qualification from it.
It's a tile cutter, so you can do them, and I'll leave you to measure and see how well you get on in that with them.
Everyone benefits. What we do is we leverage all their individual sort of assets and expertise, but bring it together and create something that none of the individual partners could do in isolation.
The Big Lunch is basically an annual event trying to bring neighbours together and just enjoy some neighbourly time. There's been a massive change in our community since we first had our Big Lunch. People have become afraid to leave their house, especially the older people. Kids weren't allowed to go and play out the front, and now it's just changed completely. If you walk down our street, then there's always somebody out there chatting to a neighbour and then inviting you to join in the chat as well. And the kids are all out playing, having fun. It's a completely different place. We know that we'll look out for each other and everybody's taken care of.
Right from the very beginning, we've had MasterCard, and what MasterCard saw in it was something which went deeper into their own strategy, and we came up with a line which was turning streets into neighbourhoods, which fitted with them beautifully as well.
What MasterCard brings is access to 40 million cardholders, which is a great opportunity for the project to very quickly get their message out to a warm audience. It's allowed us to provide a program which our consumers are telling us they want to engage with. So we are listening to our consumers and providing them with a fantastic cause which is about getting closer to their neighbours. The benefit of that means that they see us as a brand that listens.
We work quite closely with the Big Lunch team, but also the corporate sponsors like Asda, MasterCard, B&Q, they're doing something good for the community, so everybody's involved in some way. It's brought everybody together.
Somewhere to helps young people access space so that they can do the things that they love. We act as a negotiator with space holders, so landlords or anybody else for that matter, and we try and negotiate times where they can donate that space to a young person for a period of time.
Somewhere 2 has been there for us from right at the start. When Stitch and Story, we just had an idea, and we asked them for space, and they gave us Spitalfields Market to trade, and it was a great experience to showcase our product and test the market.
The partnership with YouTube gives us an opportunity to amplify so much further than we did before. We used the platform before anyway, but to be able to have them behind us to further amplify to the masses, it's just an ability to really scale it up that one step further.
We've had a lot of followers on Twitter as well because of the YouTube videos from Somewhere 2. So it's just been really great to have that interaction.
It's a bolster. It means that we can be taken much more seriously. And in terms of future potential partnerships, people like Palladium Boots and anyone else in the future looks at us as being properly backed.
absolutely vital to have broadcasters involved. They spread the word, they have enormous reach, and people actually like being on television. We've got lots of media partners now, local newspapers, national newspapers, television shows like The Secret Millions.
Being featured on Channel 4 really gave us an exposure to get the message about what good youth work does and the impact that young people can have in their communities.
Being able to reach an audience of millions, I think it kind of gives charity in general and specifically kind of Big Lottery Fund and the charities that we were working with invaluable publicity. I think it's a chance to kind of get a message out about the issues that are important in a way that they wouldn't ordinarily get.
We developed a program called Job Therapy, where our intention was to offer support to vulnerable young people who were struggling to find jobs. We had this amazing partnership between Channel 4, the Big Lottery Fund, and us. And the idea was that from the beginning of the program, the Channel 4 group would capture the work we're doing with young people. With Channel 4 there, it meant that we could engage other providers like JD Sports.
I think the benefits of the series were that it gave the audience a massive understanding of the work that a lot of these charities and the Big Lottery Fund do. Because we used 5 well-known Channel 4 faces, it meant that we had access to lots of audience who might not know the kind of work that a lot of these charities do and a lot of where the money goes.
We really like partnership, we really like engaging with the public, and in challenging times, the more that organisations that want to make changes in society can work together, the better and more effective we're all going to be.